For the first time in their short history, the Gold Coast looking to win 2 games in a row, and a lot of people expect them to do so this afternoon. Zach Smith.
Round 8 versus the Bulldogs. Gary Ablett once again took charge against the Western Bulldogs as the Gold Coasters ran out convincing 32-point victors at Metricon Stadium. The captain was installed as Brownlow medal favourite after an equal game high 31 disposals as he lifted the Suns to successive victories for the first time in club history. But the skipper wasn't on his own, with Jager O'Meara, Dion Prestia and Rory Thompson joining Ablett in polling in excess of 15 votes.
Tumbles it forward, O'Meara, sure waits. O'Meara gets the contest, and he's got it back. Jager O'Meara with a bounce, with 2. He's already kicked a miracle in this corner. Great chase from Good.
While Trent McKenzie and Campbell Brown, both in their second games back at senior level, demonstrated their importance to the team, gathering 12 and 13 votes respectively. Jesse Lonergan, in just his 3rd AFL match, secured 10 votes in an impressive performance where he collected 17 disposals.
To the goal square, to the goal! Now they're enjoying the Gold Coast Suns here at Metricon now. They're making it very hard to come up here on the Gold Coast and win footy.
Give me one last chance, and I'm gonna make you swing.
Round 9, and it was back to the MCG to tackle Premiership favourites Hawthorn. Despite the result going Hawthorn's way, it was a big moment for the Suns. It was the day the football world took notice, as the Suns continually took it up to the Hawks.
Spread the word, everyone. Gold Coast lead by 17. Get to your TVs and watch this second half.
While Gary Ablett once again had a day out, it was Aaron Hall who starred. Hall dominated around goals, finishing with a career-high 5 goals, and along with Ablett collected 20 club champion votes. Dion Prestia was once again relentless. The 20-year-old's 32 disposal performance seeing him rewarded with 16 votes, while Rory Thompson picked up 12 votes for his job on Buddy Franklin, and Brandon Matera rewarded with 10 votes after collecting 21 disposals. Round 10 versus Geelong. It was a groundbreaking night in Geelong, with the home team playing under lights for the first time at the Cattery. It was a sellout blockbuster. However, the spotlight was on the Suns, as the Gold Coasters sprung out of the blocks, with Dion Prestia again leading the way for the visitors. The bustling midfielder was superb, gathering 29 disposals and 19 votes.
With that really aggressive spoil, look at this from Prestia. What a tackle.
Hometown hero Gary Ablett wasn't going to disappoint the 30,000 fans. The Sun skipper putting on a clinic for his former teammates. Even the Cats faithful standing to applaud this amazing effort from the boundary line.
It's around 1. Kick to, that's to the advantage of Gold Coast. Really well done. Lynch stretched for it. Here's Ablett from the pocket. High ball. Don't tell me. Yes. Goodness gracious me. No. Goodness gracious me. That is an unbelievable goal from Ablett.
The skipper picking up 17 votes, while Rory Thompson, Trent McKenzie, Jager O'Meara, Danny Stanley, Luke Russell and Joel Wilkinson also receiving plenty of praise for their efforts. And it was also a night to remember for Timmy Sumner, making his AFL debut, and in doing so, showing plenty of promise.
Elevating with Sumner, and he did it well with a nice mark.
Isn't there just some brilliant stuff that you love about this side?
Round 11, North Melbourne. It was a wet and slippery night at Metricon Stadium, and scoring was always going to be tough. When the Suns found themselves 31 points behind, just moments into the second quarter, it looked set to be a miserable night ahead. But how quickly things can change. Consecutive goals to Harbrow, Shaw and Ablett in 4 minutes flipped the contest upside down.
Around the body, and he kicks the 3rd consecutive for Gold Coast to bring them back within striking distance.
Ablett could do little wrong, finishing with a game-high 33 disposals, 7 clearances, 6 tackles and 2 goals to secure 20 club champion votes and take best on ground honours. Ablett's support cast was strong, with 13 of his teammates registering double-figure votes in a superb team effort that showed plenty of guts and determination. Round 12 versus Essendon. The Suns continued their run of strong performances despite falling short against the Bombers at Etihad Stadium. Injuries to Tom Lynch and Michael Riscatelli hampered the Suns' attempt to upset the Bombers, losing both players when the game was in the balance. It was Rory Thompson, Trent McKenzie, Jaeger O'Meara and, you guessed it, Gary Ablett, who led the way for the Suns, with strong support from Aaron Hall and Luke Russell, as the Suns took it up to the Bombers, who were sitting third on the AFL ladder at the time.
To set me free, I saw the lights go down at the end of the scene.
Round 14 versus Adelaide. After the mid-season bye, the Suns returned to Metricon Stadium to tackle Adelaide in a game that would see Broadbeach teenager Andrew Boston run out for his AFL debut. A career best performance saw Dion Prestia collect 21 club champion votes. The star midfielder finished with an amazing career high 42 disposals and 2 goals.
What a game from Dion Prestia. He has gone from strength to strength over the last month of footy. He's got better and better.
The rise of Jaeger O'Meara continued. The young prodigy collecting 32 disposals and becoming the first teenager in more than a decade to gather in excess of 30 disposals in consecutive AFL Premiership matches. Trent McKenzie continued to grow as a strong presence down back, the Superboot saving a number of certain goals for the Gold Coasters after taking multiple courageous marks in defence.
Forward line, Dangerfield one-on-one with McKenzie, and he's away. He'll be on his highlight reel, one-on-one against Dangerfield, and out-pointed him clearly.
Round 15 versus the Lions.
Turn over here, chance for the Gold Coast. It's Campbell Brown from outside 50, in game 200. Yes, Campbell, good kick.
The Suns travelled to the Gabba for the first time in over a year to face off against the Lions. While the first ever Q Clash in 2011 was an attacking feast, the remaining Q Clashes have been dour affairs, and it was no different on this occasion. Danny Stanley completed an important assignment, finishing with 20 touches, but more importantly, excelling in his tough defensive assignment on Lion star Daniel Rich, keeping the damaging midfielder to just 13 disposals. Stanley receiving 15 club champion votes. Veteran son Jared Brennan starred in his return to senior footy, finishing with 21 disposals and a team-high 3 goals, as he did his best to lift his teammates in the absence of skipper Gary Ablett. The Suns going down to the Lions by 33 points.